Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I'm here with my Grogu plushies. In this video I would like to have a closer look at this little guy here. So, like I told in the previous video, I eventually decided to collect one, which I wasn't quite sure about from the very start, because in very first place I was pretty convinced that I liked the metal one much better, especially because of its size. But in fact, well, I find those plushies, they really complete each other. So, in fact, having both is certainly not a mistake. In fact, you will have two plushies with different features who end up actually really completing each other. And I can imagine people really love to collect both of them. I've been collecting a few Mattel ones. In fact, I have three. I have this little guy here, which I use. I have one over there that I just keep in its packaging. And I had this little reborn one made for me. So, well, this is basically what I wish the Mattel one could look like. We can imagine that, of course, if you had to make it like this, or something like this, that it would be extremely expensive to buy. But unfortunately this guy, well, has like no legs, no feet. I think it's a bit too bad. And this little guy, well, he does have feet. So just one of the examples, one example of him being kinda, much more complete in some way. So I would like to just unbox this guy and have a look. I know plenty of people made these videos comparing those guys. I'm not quite sure. There's something in my video that wasn't told earlier, but I'm just doing it for fun. I think I like it really much. So I'll just put him out of the box because I cut him loose already. So here he is. Yay, what a cutie! But this is like a really nice little takeaway plush. Can imagine a lot of kids actually just hanging on to this guy because he's so easy to take with you wherever you go. And he's nice. The Mattel one is a bit larger. He reaches 11 inch, I think, which is more like my size. I really like plushies from, something like 12 inch. And, well, I know he's wearing a little handmade, it's not actually a pullover. I don't really know what you call this. That was probably made for me when I was a baby. There was a time, a very long time ago, I could fit this. But that's about, well, long ago. Anyway, now I think the Mattel one, it has like plastic hands, no feet. This is what the head looks like. I really like its eyes. Absolutely. We actually have a closer look at this little guy. I really like his eyes very much. They're not really shiny enough. But maybe his face is just a bit more accurate. I have no idea. I like the face of both of them. This guy has a bit of a different color on his face, but I really like the way they both look. I really like the complete body of this guy. This guy also comes with arms. See? He has arms. Plastic little arms. And it goes up to the shoulder. And he has, wait for this, adorable little feet. The finishing is exactly as I imagined. There are no beans, but he is electronic. Apparently he wears a little voice box. And that's basically why I collected this guy. I wanted a soft little plushie of him with a voice box. And here the voice box is missing. So maybe you can just remove the voice box from this guy and put it in here. Maybe there are some people who did this. This guy has beans in his bottom. But he has no feet, no arms. So he's not very poseable. Neither is this guy. But you can still make something yourself about it. You can just, there are people who have been showing on YouTube how you can just make this guy poseable. Because, in fact, none of them is complete. But as I said, if you would complete those figures, they would be pretty much even more expensive. And that is maybe, yeah, what Hasbro, neither Mattel wants actually with those guys, I suppose. So yeah, this guy of course has a much larger, bulky little body. Personally, I like this much better. I like this guy because of his eyes, his size, and the fact that he's so cuddly. But this little guy is actually even, yeah, expressive with his sounds and his little feet and his arms. So I think both of them, they really have something. And now I have my little plushie emerging those adorable little squeaky baby sounds, which I really wanted. And that's actually eventually why I ended up collecting this guy. For me, it's really too small, really. And that's why I never collected him before. But I really, like I told in the previous video, I really wanted to have one that emerged those adorable sounds. So cute. I would love to see The Mandalorian, but I haven't seen any of the episodes yet because I don't have Disney Plus. I'm not quite sure. I would like to start with this. I hope to see it one day, but yeah, because this little guy is really the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So this is yeah, incredibly cute. The more scenes I see on YouTube of this, the more I'm tempted to actually, yeah, subscribe to Disney Plus and just to see this, because it looks like an amazing and very entertaining soap. So I really would like to see it one day. Now actually, when you have a look at those little fingers, and then here, the spread fingers, here you can actually see that he has more like a grasp. So their hands have a different position, but his nails aren't really finished here. And the hands here with bent fingers. Still have to cut away his tag and cut loose the frog and his soup bowl. There you go. This little guy has a bit of a harder material. This little guy has a bit of a, yeah, the material is more squishy, less hard. Here his head is really hard. But this little guy is a perfect, I don't really know if he can stand, but he's really great as a little companion plushie to put on your desk maybe, or something to, a little small little, yeah, lucky charm looking at you while working. Or because of his small size, he can do a bunch of things for a lot of people. He's very easy to take with you in the hospital, or he is, yeah, he has lots of qualities, both of them. So I have no regrets at all collecting them. And I'm really glad to have those little sounds. Also here, I still have to have a look at this little frog and this little bowl. I wanted to see if this little guy was interactive in some way, but apparently he doesn't seem to react to his food. So, well, it's nice that he comes with food because he's so obsessed with food. He's like my dog. It's funny. I've never seen Yoda looking for food so desperately. Grogu is like all the time looking for food, but I suppose that's because of his surviving. Unfortunately, doesn't really seem to react to his food. Frog and soup bowl. Here's a little figure. Just explaining a bit of the features. Just squeeze. I'm just gonna cut loose the frog. It says just squeeze. Very cute. So glad with this little collectible. So, let's have a look at the frog and the soup bowl. There you go. So both of them are pretty hard. The legs are a bit bendable, but it's not rubbery or so. It's just, yeah, pretty hard. It's not too breakable either. And I suppose you can just imagine trying to feed him. For once, he won't take it. Yay! I can actually give it to my little reborn Yoda here. This little frog. There you go. And a little soup bowl. Little soup bowl, I really like the sides here. Like really real wood. I don't really know what's in there. Drop. Also really hard. They can just, yeah, it's just based on imagination, you know. I'm sorry, just imagine you just feeding your little Yoda. If I can do it with one hand. So yeah, this is really cute. So apparently there is no interaction with any of those accessories, but it's nice of Hasbro to include them, especially because they're very typical for Yoda, or Grogu, or Baby Yoda. Never mind. Actually hoping that he might just be able to grasp this little, yeah, just grab it. But he has some trouble standing. I really like his little feet, by the way. Adorable. There you go. Whoop. Yeah, but both have some trouble standing. Don't play with your food. So there you go. Just gonna keep those aside, I suppose. And maybe give my reborn Yoda his little frog. Maybe he will just hold it better in his other hand. There you go. This is really nice. Little frog for him. There you go. Now I think this is about it for these two guys. Their ears look quite similar. Unfortunately, they didn't really made his ears like backing a little, just making his ears rest on his shoulders a little, because that's the cutest part of him. His ears are large, just yeah, leaning back. It's just so adorable. His ears are really up, like he were an adult already. That's a bit less accurate, but his little eyes and those little pink edges. I really like the face painting here as well. That he has, how should I describe this? He has another shape in his face here, with those little cheeks coming out a lot. Here you don't really have this. His face is rounder on the front. Here you have really those eyes shaping this entire part of the face, apparently, with those little hanging cheeks. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's a bit different, of course. Now this plush is larger, has very shiny eyes, has no arms but little hands, no feet, it's very cuddly and non-electronic. This little guy is, well, he does have feet, he has little arms, his body seemed to be a bit more finished, but he's smaller. He is electronic and he has, well, this face. Both are really cute. I suggest, it's a bit of a weird advice, but get both. If you're a real fan, if you really think this character is something for you, I think both plushies, if you really like plushies, might mean something for you. So I really recommend both of them. I've been taking my time to collect this guy because I wasn't sure at all. But after I did it, I really like him. He's adorable. So there you go. I really hope I said something interesting about these two guys. They're amazing. And the Mattel one here is now fully available. So go get him. Go get him. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.